She has modeled any lesson that I feel not very comfortable with doing. She came in and modeled for me so I could take some good notes and go off of those. She has also come in and watched me do a lesson so that I could see how well my kids were engaged and how many turn and talks I had, and then I was able to follow up with her after that to see how that went.
Having her come in and demonstrate certain teaching practices for me with my students so that I could have a visual and a model to see how that's done. And also she's come in and observed me as I try to put that model and model it myself and put it into practice. And I've been able to get feedback from her from doing that.
Being a coach in your classroom, it helps allow you to collect data on your students because you can see them from a different perspective as the coach.
Come into my classroom really allowed me to understand the curriculum better, make sure I was teaching with best practice, and it also gave me someone to collaborate with on the best approach to teach a lesson or a unit to my kids and how to differentiate that between the different levels of my reading groups.
By having her come in and model a lesson so that I can have a refresher on what we were doing. I've also had her come in and observe some student behaviors and give me some suggestions, some feedback about different student behaviors or just different classroom.
What's available can really be helpful and beneficial, and sometimes they can minimize the workload for you because they're able to cut out some of the stuff that maybe you don't need to focus on as much, and you can focus on the more helpful material and work from there.
Was looking at my goals, and I really needed to figure out what did I want to do for a personal goal this year. I needed help figuring out what should it look like. I had gotten the piece where I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but I just wasn't quite sure how to pinpoint it, how to state the goal, and Erin helped me walk through those steps and kind of help me visualize what that would look like.
Second grade, helping us with our goal, and we had a writing goal, and one way that she helped us was being a second grade teacher herself. She had a lot of background knowledge, but she was also able to converse with other second grade teachers throughout the district and come back and share their best practices and strategies that they used for their goals or just within their classrooms
Star
as
assessments,
well.
things like that, so that I can adjust my instruction accordingly. She's also come in and helped me out with our teen PLCs and looking at student data there and looking at samples and how to use a PLC to make it more focused on student learning.
And as far as grade level work for PLCs, our coach came in and answered any questions that we needed clarification with. We struggled with some rubrics, and she was able to come in and show us some tips on how we can grade our students as a grade level.
Worked with Erin this year through PLCs at the beginning of the year. She helped us with getting our writing goals started and looking at student data. And she also helped me implement some fun technology in the classroom like Shadow Puppet, which has really engaged my students more in their reading.
Also, just being able to bounce ideas off of someone if I'm struggling, like I was struggling a little bit with classroom management this year, and so being able to get some ideas from a coach to say, hey, what about this, or try this. And that's impacted how I teach in my room and how I manage my students.
Provide valuable resources with all the Steve done writing instruction. That was the most powerful piece for me this year. And Erin helped me go through the pacing guide. If I had any questions, I would email her. She would find the videos for me or provide some anchor charts. So just going through the pacing guide, and if I had any questions, she helped me out with that. We collaborated.
My instructional coach has helped me in a variety of ways. He's walked me through the matrix process so I can better teach it with my students. He's helped me learn differentiation techniques in my classroom. He's also videotaped me teaching so we can later on discuss it and evaluate how I can become better and grow as a teacher.
It allows teachers, whether you're brand new or you've been teaching for 10 years, it allows you to just have somebody to talk to, have somebody to give you some feedback on your teaching, things that maybe aren't working so well or things that are working well, and offer opportunities for others to gain that knowledge as well.
Classroom as much as possible. Anytime you're unsure of a lesson or are looking at the pacing guide and you're a little bit confused, have the coach come in, walk you through the program, walk you through whatever it is that you're questioning, what you're unsure of. Have them model in your classroom, have them do a lesson.
If I could just give one piece of advice, I would say do not think that any question is a dumb question. They are there to help with whatever, so even if you feel like you should know something and you don't, always ask, because they give great feedback and just great advice, and they love hearing those questions.